don't know about you all, but this time of year, I really like this time of year because I get a chance to be quiet. I really get a chance to slow things down, I clear my calendar. I purposely like avoid frivolous conversations about stuff, especially if there is something that has been weighing on me or that is weighing on me that I need to figure out. And after Thanksgiving, I got really quiet and just gave myself time to reflect and pray and read and do all of those things that I don't really get a chance to do because the rest of the year things are just so crazy. I had to intentionally do that this year because there are some decisions that I've known for months that I needed to make, and I did not make them. Just for like no excuses. I just delayed making them. And because the end of the year is coming, I knew I have got to clean these things up before this year ends. So this this conversation that we're going to have was inspired by a conversation that I had with somebody about one of those decisions that I was struggling with making. So, I was talking to the person and, and admitting, just like I just admitted to y'all, that there were some things that I needed to figure out and some things that I needed to get clarity on. And I just didn't want to do it. I just didn't. And I know I'm not the only one. I'm sure there are things that are
hovering over you right now that you know you need to deal with, but you're just going to pretend for as long as you can that it's not there.
And that's what I was doing for some months. But I knew this time of year in my reflection time, I was going to have to get the clarity that I needed to give myself the room to get the clarity because it's a process. I believe it's a process. We can struggle with decisions and struggle to try to figure things out, but if we're not giving ourselves the room to be able to do that, meaning for me, I had to clear my calendar. I had to cut down on some stuff because I needed to give myself the room to be able to think it through and pray about it and think it through again and pray about it and write and meditate and do all of these things, right? So I needed to be able to do that, and that's what I did. So I was telling the person, there's something that I need to do. I'm telling the person this, and they said, well, just continue to pray about it. Prayer changes things, which I believe. And I said, yeah, I have been praying, and the prayer has changed me. And it was like, boom. I didn't realize what I had said until I had said it. Until the words fell out of my mouth, I didn't realize what I had said in saying prayer has changed me. Because once I admitted that, then that was all the clarity that I needed. I was struggling with this decision because I knew that the decision that needed to be made was going to require me to shift some things, and I didn't want to do it. So that light bulb moment inspired this conversation where I am telling you, woman, right now, that it's not them, it's you. If the reactions of the people around you is causing you to question the transitions that are happening, and you are doubting, but they're not, and they're looking at you crazy, and you're realizing that you are not on the same page with them as you used to be, it's not them, it's you. When you have started doing your work, you start a process of transitioning, and oftentimes the folks around you have not. So it's not them, it's you. It's not them that's evolving. It's not them that's growing. It's not them that's changing. It's you. You already see yourself as this new butterfly with new wings and new colors and all of that stuff. Because you've started doing that work. You've started that process of transitioning. Maybe you've given yourself the space to be able to get the clarity that you know that you need, but those other folks around you haven't. It's not them, it's you. It's not them that has changed, it's you that has changed. It's hard for somebody that is outside of a transition that you are going through to recognize it and then to participate in it. So while you are stressing yourself out, worrying and wondering and doubting and delaying the thing that you know you need to do, I need you to recognize that it's not them, it's you. You are the one that has decided to shift. You are the one that has decided to grow. You are the one that has decided to move forward, to elevate, to evolve your life, to change your habits. You are the one, not them. So you cannot expect people that are not participating in your transition with you to be on board with you. It's not them, it's you. It's you. You have to accept that it is you, and you also have to accept that it is not your job to make those people acknowledge or accept your transition. Your job is to transition. And the people that are supposed to be with you through it and on the other side of it in the long run are going to give you the grace to grow, and actually they should be on their own growth journeys. So if you recognize that there is some tension, or if you recognize that there are some disconnects, or if you recognize that, you know what, I can't even engage in the same type of conversation that I used to because that doesn't even blow my skirt up anymore. Like I'm not even attracted to that anymore. It's not them, honey. It's you.